I'll have the chicken, please, said the salesman. Salespeople want to make sales, and for the most part, feel alone in the process. One of the challenges all salespeople face is, what's the best way? What is or what are the way, the path, the words, and the actions that will lead me to the promised land, the sale? Well, the one path that all salespeople want to avoid is the one that leads to no, better known in the business as rejection. Salespeople will go to great lengths to avoid no. Sometimes, many times, they will actually lose the sale by avoiding a situation where no is a possibility. Now, note well, I'm trying to be nice, and I've written this in the third person so as not to make you feel less than whole. But these conditions in the main refer to and apply to you. And I recommend that as you listen to these, you take specific notes as to how you can improve the weaknesses I'm addressing. In no particular order, here are the examples and the pitfalls of the actions that you take or omit to avoid no. And here are the grim reality bites of what you will and won't do. The first thing you try to do is please everybody without following the fundamental rules of salesmanship. And you're willing to give a proposal without demanding an exact time and place for a face-to-face follow-up meeting to go over it with all the decision makers. Also, you won't ask or change or modify the terms of a bid or a proposal that would put you in a more favorable condition. Years in business, video testimonials to prove your claims, financial worth, etc., etc. There's also a failure to get to the decision maker for fear of going around or over the person that you're meeting with. Sometimes you won't go over someone's head because you have nothing of value to give them or say to them other than your measly, pathetic sales pitch. And you won't start higher up the ladder on a sale because you're afraid to go beyond your comfort level of sales. This is a killer. You accept the first no, or I'm not interested, as a final answer and leave rather than try to be rejected 3 times or 4 times on the same call. You become call reluctant on cold calls instead of being prepared with a value message and developing your confidence based on your deep belief that the customer is better off having purchased from you. You're call reluctant on a follow-up because you don't want to get rejected. Reality, you have nothing of value to say or offer. You just want the money. You have 5 big customers, but no ideas to call them with other than to ask for more business. So you don't call, and you miss an opportunity that your competitor grabs. You won't call to confirm an appointment for fear it will be canceled because you've given no perceived value. You won't even leave a voicemail. You know your call won't be returned because you have nothing or have never had anything of value to say. You'll email when you should call and wonder why it goes unreturned or worse, unopened. You're going to phone somebody or email somebody when you should be visiting them. You think it's safe when in reality it's delaying the sale. And many times you just take the wrong approach, looking for pain because you don't understand it any other way. Why not look for pleasure? And you're not using testimonials as the final proof. Big mistake. And then there are the 4.5 game-changing elements of a sale that require your courage and intestinal fortitude, also known as having the guts to do, say, or pull it off. Number 1, you won't demand to be in on the final meeting where the decision is really made. Number 2, you won't call an angry customer back and pass the complaint off to somebody else, making the customer even angrier. Number 3, you will let accounting handle collections and damage your relationship. Number 4, you don't have the guts to tell somebody no when the situation just won't work. And 4.5, you don't do what's best for the customer. Offer a different product, a different service, even a different company because you're afraid to lose the sale or a commission. Salespeople develop these chicken habits as they mature or immature in their career, based on their actions and reactions and the actions and reactions of others. You walk in on eggshells so you don't offend anybody. You get stepped on and pushed aside by prospects. You take it on the chin from all the people all the time. You try to mirror instead of harmonize. You're scared to lose the sale, the money, rather than doing the right thing and helping the customer. You're scared to ask for the sale for fear of rejection. And you think you're alone in the selling process. You're asking for referrals rather than earning them. Well, that's enough evidence for you to change out of your chicken suit and put on some designer clothes. Look the part, act the part, prove the part, and you'll get the part and the order.